All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's tarot card reading at Mono Rasa. Today is the 18th of September, and let's see what the cards want to tell us today. So, the three tarot cards that we have for the day are the Knight of Swords, the Ten of Swords, the Two of Cups, and then we have an Oracle card um, that I pulled to set the tone for the reading. And the Oracle card says a change in the wind. So, as the card suggests, there's going to be a change, an unexpected change today. So, think about, so if you have any ideas or expectations about how the day should go, any ideas or expectations around a relationship or how to work a project, maybe you were looking at a particular opportunity working out. It could be anything. It could even be if you have any expectation about how you thought you were going to feel today. So, yeah, it's one thing to have ideas and expectations, but often the universe, it has other plans, and it's not because the universe wants to derail our plans or does not like our plans, but it's usually to sort of course correct. And sometimes the universe, it gives us very subtle nudges, it talks to us in whispers, but other times it just makes it very obvious that look, it's time to course correct. And I feel a change in the wind will just make it very obvious that the plans that we had or the expectations, ideas that we had around whatever, it could be, like I said, it could be a work opportunity, it could be a relationship, a person, that something needs to be looked at so that you can do things differently, take a different approach. And also ask yourself that usually, and we as humans, we just don't like change. We have a very set way of looking at things, and we want everything to go as per our plans. But as you know, sometimes the best laid plans can go wonky. And I don't think it's going to be like a drastic change, but even if it's like a small change that we are being asked to make, um, we a lot of us don't sort of take to that very, we don't like it, we don't like change, period. So ask yourself that, what is your general tendency in the face of change when you're being able to asked to make a change that you were not expecting. How do you generally tend to respond? So the response can be, like the Ten of Swords tells us that maybe, some of us, we're like, okay, I don't even know how to deal with this. I'm just going to give up, and I'm going to, I don't want to have anything to do with these changes. I'm just going to give up and completely go flat like this guy over here. Others have a tendency to like fight the change. Like, I'm just gonna. The Knight of Swords, he's a very interesting character. Look at him, he's on his horse and he's like going all for it, and that's exactly what he stands for. He is someone who is a go-getter. He just knows what he wants and he's gonna go after it. But at the same, which is a good thing. Sometimes, that's what you need to do. You need to stand up and be strong in the face of change. But also he lacks the wisdom and the depth of the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, and that's why he's still the Knight of Swords. So, and uh, in some situations, like I said, we need to just go for it, like the Knight of Swords. But in this case, I feel that if you look at, both the cards, the Oracle card and also the Knight of Swords, the wind is blowing in, is going in this direction. If you see over here, and the trees, they indicate that the wind is blowing in this direction, and the Knight of Swords, he's headed in the other direction. So which to me says that, this stands for someone who sort of resists changes, and does not like to, and will try to fight the change. But that might not be the best way to deal with it, because there is a time to, resist, there's a time to fight, there's a time to surrender. But these two cards, I feel, in the context of today's reading, suggest that n- neither, sort of trying to avoid the change nor fighting the change is the way out. So, what is the way out? And I feel the Two of Cups is telling us that the Two of Cups is usually about, it's a card of connection. The cups it stands for relationships, and you see these two people over here. Um, they want to sort of connect with each other. So it could be in different contexts. It could stand for someone that you're dating, someone that you're seeing on and off, not necessarily a very sort of steady connection, but someone that you maybe just started seeing or seeing off and on, like I said. Or it could also be um, uh, a project that's close to your heart. Doesn't have to be a person. Could be a person. Could be a project. Could be anything that is close to your heart. And over here, I feel it's the Two of Cups the Two of Cups is trying to tell us that the way to deal with the change is to, well, embrace the change, to make a connection with, with the change, and to sort of go with the flow instead of trying to swim upstream like the Knight of Swords. He's going against it, or trying to duck the change like this guy. He's like, I don't want to have anything to do with it. To embrace the change and see how, where it wants to take us. Drop into your heart and, ask yourself, where can I course correct so that the universe it wants us to course correct because the result can be even better than what we had expected. So course correcting is not necessarily a bad thing; it's a good thing. But you just have to see it in the right light, and that's what the Two of Cups is guiding us towards. I feel, to really embrace the change, and it might not be easy, but to really see, to drop into our hearts, to really connect with the universe, and in a quiet space where we can, the change might be really um, obvious and in our face, but the what the change is trying to tell us, where it's trying to take us, and the light at the end of the tunnel might be a soft whisper. So just drop into your hearts and listen to that whisper, and that's going to guide you on the right way. So yeah, I feel that's the message for today, and I hope that was helpful. I'll be back with another tarot reading tomorrow, and till then, take care, you guys. Bye bye.